Welcome to the United States of Tiffany. Our commentary offers a humorous take on wrestling. Please note, we're not bullying or attacking the wrestlers. We're engaging with the choreographed sport and its storylines. Our jokes and observations are about the characters and storylines, not the real people behind them. Tourists and citizens alike, welcome. Enjoy the show, and remember, it's all in good fun.
All right, y'all. Let me get this graphic off. Hopefully everything goes smoothly today. Because the last the last live I did it wasn't good. It wasn't going well in my favor. But I hope everybody had a good day. And I hope y'all ready, child, because it's messy. It's about to get messy in these streets. Let me take some of my stuff off of the Wi-Fi right quick. There we go. Now listen, I wanted this thing with Jade Cargill and Naomi wrapped up in a nice little bow, and WWE did that for me. Okay. Through no hoops and hurdles, trying to figure it out. We didn't have to play tic-tac-toe. I was tired of y'all playing backstage detective. Every week I'm getting sent new little videos with y'all circling shit and telling me this the one who did it. No, she did it. No, Bianca is the villain. Bianca guilty. Look, we was all wrong about Bianca. Okay, she was not the villain here. It most definitely was our homegirl Naomi, but I'm finna tell y'all why. And there was a little subtle hint as to whether Naomi did it or not. I thought about it when we was watching Elimination Chamber, but it didn't dawn on me. It didn't resonate like I thought it did. I said, Naomi don't have her signature hair. Because now hear me out. These last couple of years that Naomi has been in WWE, Naomi has been wearing her hair in the bang, and that particular style, she would always have some type of star print in her hair. And that's what she had been rocking for quite some time. But Elimination Chamber, she came out with her signature body wave curl. Okay. Or they call it like a deep wave, Let me show y'all what I mean when I'm talking about Naomi's hair. Now I know a lot of y'all probably like, Tiffany, that's weird, but I'm telling y'all, you gotta hear me when I say it. I'm gonna hold your hand. I'm gonna hold your hand, baby. This is the hairstyle that Naomi wore tonight, but this is usually how she would wear her hair. Everything was very flamboyant, over the top. She had bright colors in her hair. She had the her hairstylist or her wigologist would put the color and the design in her wig. That's how she wore her hair. Okay. And did an elimination chamber. And tonight she's wearing her hair that she used to wear back in the day, that signature deep wave, body wave style wig. Now we gonna start with this because this was messy, child. Okay. Now Naomi ain't down there. After Bianca had called her out, Bianca said, "Hey, listen, I need answers. Okay, ain't nobody talking to me. Nobody wants to tell me nothing. I got two of my best friends fighting, and I am in the middle. I'm being accused of attacking Bianca, being the mastermind. They accusing Naomi. Jade came back and destroyed Naomi, so she must have did something. Somebody tell me what's going on." So she called Naomi down there. She said, "Naomi, you got to come down here. You can't hide no more. You got to come down here. You got to come down here." And so Naomi come out there. Naomi had her neck brace on. And she just a crying. She crying before it even time to cry. She was just she was distraught, bitch. She was crying a storm. She crying. She said, "You and I have been best friends." She said, "I came here. I came and had your back. I stuck up for you. I've been here for you." She was like, you know what I'm saying? Bianca said, "I don't want to hear all that shit. I don't want to hear that because you're saying a lot, but you ain't saying what I'm asking. I want a definitive answer. Did you do? You know me better than that." She said, "BB, you and I have been in the trenches together. We've been friends." And Bianca let her talk. And Bianca said, "Girl, okay. I need you to come with the quips now. Did you do this? Because Jade was on your ass at Elimination Chamber. Did you do it?" Naomi had to admit it, child. She had to come out and child, she said she did.
I did it.
The girls was in there crying. They was in there fighting and arguing. They was in there arguing. They weren't arguing. They was arguing, Bianca said, "All this time, I've been here for you. We've been going in the trenches together, traveling together, doing everything together. And all this time, you did this." She was like, "I can't even look at you no more. I can't even talk to you." She said, "What really makes it bad is that I really do love you. And you went and did something like this." Now, Naomi made a valid point about a lot of things. Naomi said, not about Jade, but she did say, "I have been here for you. I stepped up when it needed to be stepped up. Well, you stepped up because you took somebody out. That's what happened." But she said, "I did it for us. Y'all got to go to WrestleMania. We all did everything together. But then when you got the opportunity to be tag team champs, you left me in hanging by myself. You left me by myself. We were supposed to be together. We were supposed to be a squad. And y'all left me by myself." Now, in Naomi's eyes, she was hurt, and hurt people hurt people. At least that's what the therapists say. Child, she was not a happy camper, okay? And she was like, "I do love you. I did everything for you. I did all of this for you. I felt like Jade was just trying to take from you. Jade was just hanging on to you. She's an opportunist." Bianca didn't want to hear that shit. Bianca got her ass out that ring. She walked, and then Naomi started screaming. She said, "Bianca, come back. Don't leave. I love you. We're friends. You my girl." Then she got mad and she said, "You know what? I should have pushed her harder. I was like, oh, uh-oh. Child. She started going there. She called Bianca an ungrateful bitch. I said, why? Bianca catch a stray. She didn't do nothing. Girl. Child, as soon as they got Jay showed up, Jay didn't even talk. Okay? Jay didn't even speak. She didn't say speak, spit, or spaghetti. She didn't say nothing. Okay? She rolled up and got out the passenger side of her car. Came out there, walked out there in a blood-spattered bodysuit. And the shoes was blood-spattered. I ain't gonna lie, the outfit was on point. It was fire. The outfit was fire. Hair was fire. Naomi took off her neck brace, was hollering. And as soon as she saw Jay come out there, Bianca said, she gave Jay the look and said, I have nothing. Girl, it's all you. So what you want to do? Okay, I'm sorry. Child, that poor baby. That girl got her ass whipped again. Now, I still say that this was the best route to go in. A lot of people is very upset. They very mad. And they still want to blame Bianca. They like Bianca really is the villain. She up there pretend crying. This goes to prove that what Bianca did in the chamber was real. I thought what Bianca did in the chamber was real. That what she did on Raw was some villain shit. I don't care what nobody say, because as soon as Io Sky won, she was back there just smiling. She had this little smirk on her face. She was smirking when Rhea was down there or distraught because she couldn't, beat Io. I'm just saying. The days of people being one noted in the WWE are over. You can be multiple things in this world. Okay? Multiple. Okay? All right. Now, Randy is the one who actually kicked off the show, though. Randy came out there and talked about everything. He talked about from the rooter to the tutor child. He talked about how, he considered Kevin to be his friend. He said he only have a few friends in this business. He said John Cena was one of them, but John Cena, he's a bottom for the Rock now. And I said, ooh. I said, oh. He said it give you a whole new meaning to rock bottom, don't it? I was like, good one. Anyway, so he gave you a little tea about how he felt about John Cena turning heel. Now, Randall went in on Kevin. And Randy said, after everything I had been through with my back situation, me having surgery, coming back, he said, I thought I had a friend in Kevin, but Kevin Owens is jealous. And I distinctly remember telling y'all mofos that Kevin was jealous of Cody, and that is true. Randy laid it out line by line, step by step. Randall said, okay, he said, now listen, he said Kevin really don't have nothing to be jealous of. Kevin has main evented WrestleMania multiple times. He wrestled one of the greatest of all time in Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's been champion multiple times over. Okay, Kevin Owens has done everything that you could think of in WWE. Tag team champion, main event WWE champion, Universal champion, okay, US champion, right? Kevin's had it all. Kevin's even been NXT. And so Kevin has held every championship that he can in the WWE. He has held it. He has touched it. So he really has no reason to be jealous, but he is. Now, Randy didn't dive too deep into why. But if you ain't listened before, you need to listen now. I have told y'all time and time again. Kevin Owens was jealous of Cody, not just because he was champion and the world him, not just because he was able to corral everybody to go up against the bloodline. That was a part of it, but the main reason that he was jealous of Cody is very simple. Cody Rhodes was able to do the one thing that he could never do, and that was dismantle Roman Reigns' power and hold over the WWE and take his championship from him. It may have taken Cody 2 years to do it and a slew of allies, but Kevin could not do that. Kevin couldn't even get people to help him, let alone beat Roman Reigns. So, Kevin was jealous of Cody, and when he saw an opportunity to go after him, thank you,
ma'am,
he did.
Yeah.
Good Lord. So he laid out why Kevin was jealous of Sami, which is valid. Sami Zayn was becoming a bigger star than Kevin was, which is true. Sami was in marquee matches on Saturday Night Main Event. Kevin Owens was too, but he had to create his path. Most of the time, a lot of Sami's stuff fell in his lap, like him being the Intercontinental Champion again, him going up against Gunther, beating Gunther and being champion. Those things literally fell in his lap. You know what I'm saying? And he was able to best Gunther, one of the most difficult superstars to beat in WWE to this day. Okay, so Kevin Owens, I believe it, was jealous of Sami Zayn, and he took his frustrations from him and Cody out on Sami, and he used that to fuel his reasoning for going after Sami Zayn. Everything that Randy Orton said today was true. And then Randy Orton wrapped it up. Randall said that when he had Kevin Owens down after he hit that RKO, he felt a wave, a sensation, a feeling that he hadn't felt in years. He said usually that RKO would have been enough. Usually that RKO would have satiated him, but he said he needed more. And that's why he said the next time he see Kevin Owens, he got a punt with his name on it. And I'm like, oh yeah, 09 Orton has returned. Yeah. We love it. Hello, Sasha. How are you? Now, let's get to some of these matches. LA Knight just beat Shinsuke Nakamura to become the United States champion once again. So more than likely, LA Knight will be going into WrestleMania as champion, which we love that for LA. That man, Kevin, in a minute, girl. It's going to be fun, though. Now, Chelsea been bitching and complaining all night. Piper had a match with Tiffany Stratton earlier today. She got beat. And Tiffany Stratton got chopped by Charlotte and beat down, girl. Charlotte beat her down and said, what? It's Tiffy time, remember? Now, I don't know, Charlotte. You've been doing a lot of abusing, attacking and stuff. I don't know. You might want to calm down for little Tiffy beat you, and then you're going to be a queen without a championship. We can't have that, okay? Calm down on the attacks, okay? Relax. Anywhoosies, Mi Chin had her title championship, her match against Chelsea today. Now, Chelsea was running around like a chicken with her head cut off because Mi Chin and Chelsea have had a storied past. And every time they go into one of these special stipulation matches, Mi Chin usually wins. This is not Chelsea's forte. But she has been yelling at Piper for a couple weeks now about getting new security, more security, and beefing up the stable so that she can have added protection because she likens herself to be the president because she's has the United States Championship, y'all. I can't make it no plainer than that. But just so y'all can get it wrapped up so you don't have to suffer through the match. And don't get me wrong, the match wasn't bad. It just was a waste of time, in my opinion. And I hate to say that because honestly, y'all could have had this set up the last time Mi Chin went up against Chelsea. We did not need to see a third, fourth, fifth time of Chelsea going up against Mi Chin. Okay. It's obvious you're never going to give her the United States Championship as long as Chelsea has it. So let's just call a spade and leave it at that. So Michin lost because Alba Fire showed up, joined Chelsea's stable to protect her as one of her security. And Chelsea now has two henchmen on her side in Alba Fire and Piper Nevin. Okay. Chelsea was able to retain her championship, and that's where we are going forward. Now, this match happened because last week during the match with Carmelo Hayes, Braun Strowman basically got Eddie Guerrero. He got upset because Solo and them was out there. He blamed Solo and Tama Tonga for the loss. So they gave him a match with Solo today, to which they had a pretty decent match. He was winning, but Tama Tonga came in and the match ended in a no contest. I don't know why it ended in a no contest when it should have been a disqualification, because Tama Tonga attacked Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman should have won, period. But they decided to let it be a no contest. Okay? I don't know why. Anyways, Braun Strowman got up, was beating up both of them, Solo and Tama Tonga, and this caused Jacob Fatu to come out. Now, when Jacob come out there, it was just full on chaos. Two behemoths was out there battling, bitch. And as they were fighting, they ended up taking it further into the back area of the arena where you see the cases, the roadie cases, and of course the tables. And so as they were fighting, Jacob got beat down by Braun. Him and Braun was standing up on one of them cases, and Braun threw him through two. Count him, he fell through two tables. And as he celebrated and his music hit, Jacob Fatu got up like he just fell. He got up like he fell. I can't tell you what the hell is what this nigga is. This nigga is indestructible. Okay. He got up like he was still ready to go at it and fight some more. Okay. So I don't know how this gonna play out, but hopefully Jacob will have some kind of match with Braun Strowman before Mania or at Mania, which I would prefer he had it at Mania. Any whoosies. Cody Rhodes was scheduled to be at Smackdown today, and he was there. Okay. Cody Rhodes' face. Look at this man's face. Look at it. Look at his face. Okay. Let me tell y'all something. There would not be nothing to stand in my way from whooping Travis Scott's ass. Do you understand me? I would move heaven and earth to whoop this man's ass. I would whoop his ass, and then I would take his belt and whip his ass with his own. Okay. And I would do it at his concert in front of his boys, and I would dare one of them niggas to touch me. Okay. All of his fans would have to watch me whipping his ass. Yeah, I think that's a good viral moment for me. Look at my face would be the only thing I would say to you is, bitch, look at my face. Okay. Now, when your ear is messed up, when you have a messed up ear, like an ear infection, or you got a ruptured eardrum, you cannot hear correctly. Your equilibrium is off, which means you sometimes will stumble and fall because you off balance when your ears is fucked up, bitch. I would move heaven and earth and systematically take out each one of them bald bitches, just picking you off like a sniper, and I would be lethal. Do you hear what I'm saying? Travis Scott would be my first victim. I would wait till that man would be good and comfortable, and he's sitting in the back smoking weed, and I would slap the shit out of him so hard he swallowed that blunt. Do you hear me? It would be hell to pay messing with me. Look at his face. Look at it. Now, that man said that he had to tell his baby a little white lie. And I'm telling you something, Cody. I told her the truth. Two bald men attacked me, and one of them looked like a Neanderthal. Okay? There was a third suspect that looked like a Neanderthal, and he bust me in the eye. But don't you, because she like to call her daddy Papa. She call her daddy Papa. Papa gonna get their ass. Papa got something for him. Don't you worry about Papa. He all right. He is all right because it could never have been me. I'm not finna lie to my baby. I'm gonna tell her the truth. Daddy boss set him up to get hit in the face, and somebody I thought was my friend turned their back on me. So when people do that to you, you make sure you get your lick back. I'm finna show you how you get your lick back. That's how I would have been. I would have been in. I would have been locked in. My baby would have known. Okay? Because ain't no way. Now, Cody cut a passionate promo. And I was like, boy, don't you cry, damn it. Don't you cry. Not nan tear. Because girl, child, he cut a good promo. He was passionate. He meant what he said. And he told the truth, you know. Now, he did say that John Cena pretty much gave up. I won't say he gave up. I say he sold out. And I told y'all this on multiple occasions, but some of y'all may be new coming over to my channel, and I just want to let y'all know that I have a video up explaining why John Cena went the route that he did. But just as a crash course reminder, you see, John Cena's been on quite the loser streak. And nothing that he has done, his rhetoric, the way he has moved, how he's been talking, none of that has been working. And oftentimes, in times of despair and in the darkest of times, you will turn away from your basic values, your core values and principles to get a fucking break because you're tired. And when you vulnerable like that, you open yourself up to attacks. And The Rock knew exactly what he was doing because he's manipulative. He was like, come over here. We're cool. Come on, I get you some Terramana. Come on. Come on, we get some Terramana, have a couple drinks. You know, Maui will help you and talk to you. We'll have a little conversation. What's going on, John? You down in the dumps? Huh? You're on a bit of a losing streak? Man, I know. I understand. I know. But I tell you what, there's a way you could turn this around. And I'm telling you, it's what's best for business. And John Cena's like, how? How can I do that? How can I change? I've done everything right down the middle. I've been the good guy all day long. And Rock's like, well, why haven't you tried being the bad guy? I mean, 20 plus years, you were never selfish. You gave yourself to WWE. I mean, at this point, you got nothing else to lose. I mean, you've already lost a lot. Do you want to keep losing? And I'm sure John Cena was like, nah, I'm tired of that. I don't want to be a loser. Well, you know what? I got something for you. So this is when things get wicked. Yeah, right. You be my guy. And I got you. You know I'm a part owner in WWE, baby. I got all the keys to the kingdom. All I gotta do is open the door. But you gotta do me one solid. You gotta do me a little favor. I just want you to slide me that soul right quick. You know? Because I have a feeling that, you know, Cody's not going to accept my offer. He's a man of the people. And I can't have a man of the people working for me. No. I need a guy who's going to do what's necessary. I need an eater. I need somebody who's going to go all the way when they need to. And Cody, he's not that guy. But you, John, I know you have that fire in the ring with you, man. I know what you can do. So what do you say? You give me your soul, and I give you the world. What you think? What you think he said? I mean, we saw the footage. Roll that beautiful bean footage. We saw it. Sometimes when a story is being told, we've already understood why it's happening. But because people who are not a part of the IWC are just now coming in, they need a greater explanation as to what is going on. They want to know why little kids are freaking out. Why are they crying? Why are they losing their shit? It's because one of the greatest baby faces in WWE history has sold his soul for one final time to hold the WWE championship. But you got to ask yourself, was it worth it? Because what if John Cena doesn't get the title? That means he did all of this for nothing. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know. Cena started as a heel with ruthless aggression, but he just didn't last long as a heel. He fought other heels like Angle. This is true. But the reason why John Cena didn't go back to being a heel wasn't because of him. It wasn't because of him. It was because John Cena wanted to go full on heel. He wanted to be a heel all the time. He didn't want to have to do Make-A-Wish stuff. He didn't want to have to scraps or do any of those things. He was going to go full on method, just like the OGs used to back in the day. When you were a heel, you were a heel 24/7. When fans came up to you, you act, you know? So John Cena wanted to do it that way. And John Cena was like, you guys got to pull that merch down. Can't have merch up if I'm going full on dark mode, and I'm not going to be pushing merch. I'm not going to be selling merch. You can't sell hustle, loyalty, and respect while I'm out here beating the hell out of people because I want to. That don't make sense.
Real disrespectful.
And so Vince was like, wait, you don't want no merch. You don't want no merch? And he said, no. Vince was like, we can't do that. We can't do that. Like, we make a lot of money off of you. We can't do that. He said, it's either we do it this way or I don't want to do it. So Vince said, well, we're not doing it. Which is why he stayed a face for so long. I feel like they should have went with it. I think he could have had a really good heel run and we probably wouldn't be seeing this right now. Well, we still might. We still might do this.
You could have doubled back to it.
Because look, I saw an article where there was a man who basically was saying that John Cena being somebody that people beat at WrestleMania isn't going to do anything for anybody career-wise. To a certain extent, I understand why they say that. They feel as though John Cena no longer carries the weight that he used to. They feel as though John Cena no longer carries that spark that is needed for you to be able to push somebody over, right? And I get it. But at the same time, John Cena's name still means something. It still resonates with a lot of people. As you can see, the fallout of this particular attack has gone beyond viral. It has leapt into the world of the real world. It's outside of the IWC. You got non-wrestling fans coming now into wrestling, trying to understand why everybody in the IWC is freaking out right now. You got non-wrestling fans asking how they're supposed to navigate the wrestling world because they don't understand the lingo. Tell me what this means. I don't know what it means when you say John Cena went heel. Don't worry, I got a video coming up where I explain the terms for y'all because some of y'all was lost in the sauce. I seen them TikToks. Check. But it has gone beyond just WWE and WrestleMania. It has gone global for everybody to see. And this is the part that makes perfect sense to me. John Cena is not just a wrestler anymore. John Cena is a public figure worldwide. He has been in box office movies, whether they were major successes or just comedy successes. He's been in box office smash movies. John Cena is a name. He's also a face. This is bigger than just wrestling. So watching John Cena wrestle at WrestleMania is a big thing. And having a superstar possibly go over on him is a major thing because of the capability. And I think that's what everybody is forgetting. John Cena is no longer just a wrestler. He's more of a public figure, an actor, an action star than anything else. And that's where Cody Rhodes could possibly be shot out past his own megastardom. He could be shot up into the stratosphere because of him having this feud with John Cena. Now, people who are not a part of the IWC are going to want to know who Cody Rhodes is and why this is so important. And what does this mean for Cody? And how is this going to play out? I'm interested in watching. And I guarantee you that this is going to bolster Cody more than you think it will. All right. Darth said, I feel like if John does win, it might be Mike Tyson switch up, Austin versus HBK. Tyson was showing up everywhere in DX shirts, hanging with DX just to when it came to help HBK win, he turned and gave Austin the win. Enemy behind enemy lines, if that makes sense. It makes sense. But it would be different if The Rock was the one facing off against Cena, against Cody, and John Cena aligned with him in that way. That's where it would be different. Because John still has to either pin Cody or eat the pin. In your scenario, Mike Tyson showed up and he was the referee, or he was out there hanging out with DX and he really was a Stone Cold guy. And he helped Stone Cold maintain his title. So while it does have some similar elements and it could possibly go there, I just don't think that it would, given the circumstances of this particular scenario. However, I find that. But they would have to find a way to spin it, which means they would have to move John from being the one to compete. And I don't see that happening, at least not now, not ever. You know what I mean? I'm saying, if you really break it down, this is Cody's shot into possible Hollywood status. Now that we've got our history lesson out the way, the final match of the night was what? It was Drew McIntyre versus Big Jim. Drew McIntyre beat Jim, even though Jimmy put up a hard fight. I mean, it's interesting how Jimmy switched over to being a face and Naomi is now a heel. And instead of them being a heel and face together, a heel together and a face together, they are always on opposing sides when they're husband and wife. I just find that to be very interesting. Sorry, y'all. So, any whoosies, Jimmy lost that match, unfortunately. I low-key wish he would have won. Damian Priest came out there because he had got attacked by Drew McIntyre earlier in the night. And Damian Priest came out there with the receipts. But Damian said, every time I see you, I'm going to whip your ass. Every time I see you, it's on site. So every time Damian Priest see Drew McIntyre, they're going to be fighting. It's just going to be like watching CM Punk and Seth Rollins fight all the time, which I'm not mad at. Okay, give Damian something to do, honey. Okay, because they be treating Damian like shit sometimes. They don't give Damian no play. Okay. All right. So, Nick, all this set up this picture is so wild. There's a match between Randy and Carmelo Hayes next week. Miz TV is going to have Cody Rhodes, which I'm not quite sure as to why Miz decided to have Cody Rhodes on Miz TV. I don't understand what he feels like he's going to be able to pull out of Cody that Cody didn't already say. But knowing Miz, he brought to stir up some bullshit. And they're going to be in Barcelona. The next time you see John Cena, though, John Cena's schedule has been updated. So he's supposed to show up March 17th when they go to Brussels, because all month of March, they're going to be over in Europe and in the UK. So they're not going to be in the States for an entire month. All right. They're going to Barcelona, Spain, next Friday. Monday for Monday Night Raw is supposed to be overseas as well. So I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure where else they're going to be in terms of Monday Night Raw. But for SmackDown, they're going to be in Brussels, Belgium, Glasgow, Scotland, and they're going to be in England on the 31st of March. John Cena is scheduled to be at all three of these shows. How he's going to be there and in what capacity, I can't tell you, but he is scheduled to be there. Okay. Also, they have decided to put Lex Luger in the Hall of Fame. And I want to tell y'all something. I don't understand why they keep intentionally overlooking for these Hall of Fames. I'm okay with Michelle McCool getting it, whatever. I'm sure Undertaker raised all types of holy hell to get her in there. He's been doing that a lot lately. Which I'm gonna cover on our podcast. We're going live on the podcast tomorrow. Down for the Counts podcast goes live tomorrow. We're gonna talk about a bunch of stuff. Okay, we're gonna talk about this supposed Lex Luger's in the Hall of Fame, so let's just leave it at that. I'm not mad at Lex Luger. He does. Let's just keep it clear. He's very remorseful about what happened with Miss Elizabeth and his past antics and how he treated people. He seems to take accountability, and he feels responsible for her death and for the reason why she got addicted to drugs. He also felt extremely remorseful for everything that he put her through and everything that he put his family through. I'm not saying that you have to forgive Lex Luthor or like the man, but you can respect the fact that he takes accountability and he is taking responsibility for the things that he says he did. And he talked about how he was abusive and everything like that as well. I'm not the one who has to accept his apology or anything like that. That's not none of my business. Do I have to care about it? No. Do I have to like it? No. But they're inducting him. Cody Rhodes is the one who told him that he was being inducted. Diamond Dallas Page is working with him to help him walk again. And it seems to be working for him. So all I can tell you as a decent human being is good luck and Godspeed. And I hope that all of that remorse and that accountability is genuine. That's all I can say. For your sake, not for mine. Because I didn't do nothing to nobody. So I'm not the one who has to pay for that. That's not a sin I'm gonna have to confess when it's time for me to go home to glory. Okay, that's one of yours. So hopefully you actually do mean what you say and you standing on business. No pun intended. I didn't mean it like that. It's fucked up. I did. I didn't. He needed to though. I mean, sure. It's fine. I don't care. I don't care, honestly. Dead ass, I didn't mean it like that. So, anyways, so there are gonna be some things we're gonna talk about on Down for the Count. We're gonna talk about Elimination Chamber. We're gonna have a conversation about briefly since it's been so long since Chamber has happened. It's been about a week. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about this weird story with Jade Cargill and Shayna Baszler. I'm going to do a little bit more research and see what I can find on it. And we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about a bunch of other stuff. And we're going to talk about the potential feuds leading into WrestleMania, who we think the feuds are going to, how they're going to start, and all that good stuff. I promise you, we're going to have a good time on the pod tomorrow night. It's going to go live over on Down for the Counts YouTube channel, which I put it right here at the bottom. Go subscribe so you don't miss it, because it's not just going to be me. It's going to be my homegirl Alexis and my homegirl Nicole. And we might have some special guests over there. And we're just going to talk like we always do. If you've never listened to our podcast, it's always a good time. And we usually break things down pretty damn good for everybody. Okay. Now, like I said, John Cena's schedule for the next month is okay. These are Monday dates, though. These are not Friday dates. These are Monday dates, which is interesting. So these are the ones that are gonna be in the Europe tour. So this is all Mondays. and John Cena is supposed to be there. Okay, so this means that he might be on Mondays and Fridays, but that isn't a part of the schedule. That isn't set up. John Cena schedule is only for Mondays. I apologize for my statements earlier because I didn't realize that the 17th, the 24th, and the 31st were all Mondays, which means Cena's gonna be on Raw. You done ate half the damn popcorn. Don't finish eating it. Shit. I'm married to a baby. Did it sound good for me? It did. Okay.
It does sound good.
Okay, I'm trying to see what's going on with my husband's stuff. He having a
I think I'm gonna have to
reset.
I have to delete it and then re-download this shit again.
Why? Okay. Anxiety. So Johnny Boy is gonna be on Monday Night Raw on Netflix for 3 weeks, from the 17th and the 24th to the 31st, which means next Monday he's not gonna be there. They're gonna be somewhere next Monday, but I don't know where they're gonna be. But he's not scheduled to be there. And then they're gonna be in Barcelona for Smackdown on Friday. But since they're in Europe, he very well could his way to Smackdown. It's like a hop, skip, and a jump over there. It's like, flying to Montana from another real. It's gonna be quick. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, y'all. I'm just trying to speculate and see what the hell going on. Now, there's a few things that I want to talk to y'all about before I get the hell out of here. I heard from a little birdie that Evolution is supposed to be coming back, but they didn't say in what capacity. I don't think that this is going to be another all women's pay-per-view. They are saying that this is supposed to pop up in June or July of this year. Okay, so I don't know if this is supposed to be an all women's PLE. I don't think that it is supposed to be. Honestly, I told you. If you delete it, is that going to corrupt my data? So I don't know if this is going to happen or not, but I'm pretty sure that they're going to have this PLE, and I think it's just going to be they are going to revive Evolution into a new PLE. I don't think it's going to be an all women's PLE. WrestleMania 2026 is set, and this is going to be in April of next year on the 11th and the 12th instead of on the 19th and 20th like this year. And we already got the matches for Mania for this year. Of course, we got John Cena going up against Cody Rhodes. We also have Bianca Belair facing off against Io Sky for now. Mark my words, I think this match is going to end up being a triple threat. I don't think that they're just going to leave Rhea off the card. Okay. Then we have Gunther facing off against Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship. And we also have Charlotte Flair facing off against Tiffany Stratton for her championship. So most of the titles have been determined with the exception of the mid-card titles, the women's tag team championships, and the men's tag team championships. Okay? Hopefully we get all that stuff together. We got a little bit more announcements to make, a little bit more homework. Okay? Now listen. Roadblock is next Tuesday. This is a TV special. This isn't going to be on Peacock or anything like that. So Roxanne Perez is going to face off against Jordan Grace. This is going to be a traditional match. And they're going to be in New York next week. In some smaller theater in Madison Square Garden, I think. Obafemi is supposed to face off against Moose. He showed up at TNA this past Thursday. They both was jaw jacking and talking shit. Moose did some stupid shit. Had a bunch of security guards come out there for Oba, even though he got people behind him. It was dumb. It was dumb. Sacrifice is coming up for Moose as well, and he has to face off against at Sacrifice for the X Division Championship. But Moose is facing off against Obafemi for his NXT Championship. Guaranteed win. Okay. Fraxium is going up against the Hardy Boys for the TNA Championship, and I don't think Fraxium is going to beat the Hardy Boys for this title. If they do, that means that Fraxium will be tag team champions in two companies simultaneously, and that'll probably be the first time that WWE has ever even allowed that, ever. Okay, and this is on an NXT PLE. It's a very interesting time. Kayla says she's going. It's going to be in a smaller section inside MSG. Okay, great. Then we have the street fight between Ethan Page and Javon Evans. These two have been going back and forth. Ethan Page took Javon Evans's mouth and broke his jaw and messed him up. And Javon Evans has been trying to get back ever since. So now they're going to be in a street fight. And hopefully this will get settled and we can stop seeing this because I'm tired of him. Okay. Then we got this match, and this one is going to be a little bit peculiar, but I want you to understand something. Julia and Stephanie Bakir have been fighting for years. They were over in Japan, rivals, and became friends afterwards, and now they're here in the States battling it out like good friends do. And Stephanie is a lover of wrestling. She is passionate about it. She loves it to her core, and so does Julia, if we're being fair. Now, these two are fighting title for title, winner takes all, but there's a little problem hanging in the balance. You see, Fallon ain't never got a title shot, and Stephanie has defended her title at least once or twice since she's won it, and Fallon feels like she's being overlooked. So I think that this winner take all match is not going to go through like it should, because Fallon's going to come in there and cause some havoc. Now, I don't know how she's going to do it, if she ends up costing Julia her title or Stephanie her title. Really doesn't matter. Something weird is going to happen in this match to cause some drama. That's all I'm saying. This is all happening week at Roadblock on NXT. You can watch that on the CW network. Okay. On Monday Night Raw next week, we got a couple of things that's probably going to pop off. All right. AJ Styles is going to call Logan Paul next Monday, mainly because they ain't gonna be at Madison Square Garden, and Logan Paul only show up to work when there's a PLE or a major venue involved. He don't show up. He claimed he full time, but his ass wasn't there last week, and that's not full time. I don't care what you say. And then we got the steel cage match between Seth freaking Rollins and CM Punk. Now, something is telling me, because this is going to be in New York. This is at MSG, Madison Square Garden. Something is telling me, my spidey senses is telling me that Roman Reigns' ass is going to pop up this week and start to shake some tables. You know why? Because the last time Roman saw both Punk and Rollins, both of them niggas was trying to take him out. Not only did Seth curb stomp Roman twice on a steel step, but CM Punk also was attacking him too. Both of them was going after them, and they all was fighting each other. Okay? Not to mention, CM Punk was jaw-jacking with Roman, and Roman was saying shit like CM Punk was one of his fucking minions and stuff. It's real messy out here in these streets. It's real messy. Now, I'm going to tell y'all how I think it's going to go down. I think that Roman's going to cost Seth this match. Okay? Now, me personally, I think Seth should go over on CM Punk in this match, especially if Roman gets involved. Only because Seth ain't got no real get back on CM Punk, and he real butthurt that he lost that first match, and they need to go 1-1. It don't need to be how Seth was going up against Cody Rhodes. You remember Cody Rhodes had Seth's number at every single turn in the match that they had. Every single match they had, Cody won against Seth. Seth is still 3-0-3. He down. Okay, he down bad when it comes to Cody Rhodes. He ain't beat Cody yet. right? And technically, he still ain't beat CM Punk. So instead of having Punk go 2-0 over Seth, let Seth get one. And then that way you can kind of save a match, in your back pocket for the boys to really fan it out and have it out. So you have Seth go over and beat Punk. Roman come out there, beat the crap out of both of them. If Roman costs CM Punk this match, then you can have CM calling Heyman. Once Seth and Roman get into the groove of building their feud, you can have CM Punk call Heyman and say, hey, my mans, you owe me a favor. And I'm calling to collect. You feel me? And then CM Punk is like, I'm added to the match. What's up? Okay? Let him do it like that. Let him do it like that. We will wait and see. But we got a lot going on. Okay? It's a lot. It's a lot. But y'all, Naomi did it. Naomi did it. Nene, why? She told us why. She was out in the cold and she didn't like that. So she got rid of who she thought was the problem. She got rid of Jade so she can have her moment in the sunshine with Bianca because she loved her girl. She loved her girl. Oh, and on that note, I'm going to end it with this and we're going to be outski. I will see you guys tomorrow when I go live with my podcast and we talk about everything on the show. Also, I really want y'all to watch this next video that I put up. It's about AEW Revolution's match with Mariah May and none other than Timeless Toni Storm. Very interesting take on this entire feud. It's getting ready to be wrapped up at AEW Revolution, which is supposed to be Sunday, I believe. Yes, it's supposed to be Sunday in Los Angeles. And the girls are going to be fighting. I'm very interested in this match. Now, they have it available over on it's available on Amazon Prime. It is $50 PLE over on Prime. And girl, I just don't have them kind of coins. I was hoping we would get a streaming deal like what WWE has with Peacock and Netflix, but apparently that's not going to happen. So it is what it is. But if you guys watch the PLE, please let me know what you think about Toni Storm. And of course, Mariah May's match is going to be a banger. It's going to be an end of an era for these two. They have been battling it out. Toni and Mariah May cut a banger of a promo on each other this past Wednesday on Dynamite. It was so good. I have watched that promo so many times. It's a masterclass in how you are to set up your character, prepare for a battle, and end it. It is so good. So I hope that you guys are tuned into that. If you don't watch anything, watch that, okay? I will see you guys next time. But y'all, Naomi did it, girl. She did it. Oh, look, she admitted it.
I did it.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more wrestling content. Check out our merch and consider becoming a member for exclusive perks, special emojis, and members-only content.